Hi, everybody. Good to see you. It's Thursday again, so here's our little mini craft show. And hope you're all well. Or if you are sick, that you're getting well. And hope that you're got a fun weekend ready to enjoy. So tonight we're going to do earrings and pendants. And a lot of these are from, some of the jewelry is from vintage or antique jewelry that we bought and took apart and made into other things. They came from, many of it came from jewelry stores that went out of business. And they're very high-end jewelry that then an antique dealer buys and then sells it, and I negotiate a good deal at an antique store, antique dealer. So anyway, these are many the ones that come from the vintage or antique stores or shows are very high quality. So be aware of that. There's great stuff here, and some of it is stuff that I have we've made with beads, so our own beads. But anyway, they're all sterling silver. There might be one that has a brass a bail, but they're pretty much all sterling silver. And we don't charge for shipping unless it's to another country. And want you to enjoy what you're getting. So let's get started. Up above, you can see where how to get a hold of us. And let me get this centered again. So, okay, let's get started. The first is a pair of earrings that are vintage to antique that came from a jewelry store that went out of business. And my guess is a lot of these jewelry stores were down south because there was a lot of southwestern stuff. Very high-end stuff. This is, my guess is that it is Kingman turquoise, because the jewelry stores had a lot of Kingman turquoise. And these are really, really pretty. And they're set in a bezel set. They're made by Native American Indians for the most part. And so sometimes on the back you'll see their initials and then the mark that's sterling. So yep, that was Native American made. And we put them on earring wires, get them all cleaned up, get them ready. So this is E47 and it's $48. And again, it's vintage to antique earrings. Next up, and they are pretty. The camera doesn't do them justice. Next is a number E48. It's sterling silver with opal inlay, and it's a Copapelli Indian Native American symbol. And you can see the opals in there, how pretty they are. And again, these are Native American made. You can see the stamp on the side. So anyway, very, very pretty Native American made piece for $38. Next up is number E49. This has an opal. This is a bracelet we took apart, and it had opals in it, and then they call that diamond inlay, but they're so small, I think it's more like little pieces, a few little pieces of diamond in there. But anyway, that's the opal inlay. It's very pretty, $16. Next up is a piece of turquoise. I'm not sure where it's from, but it's $25. It's E50. And you see, there's a Native American stamp on the back. And my guess is this is maybe one of the Arizona turquoises. It may even be one of the mines near the Sleeping Beauty mine, but anyway, or Kingman. But it's a very pretty pendant with a lot of silver inlay. $25 E50. Next up is a piece of rhodochrosite inlay, and it's really pretty rhodochrosite. It's E51. It's $42. You can see, I don't know if you can see the light hitting on that, but that inlay has real depth to it and some sparkle, or chatoyance as they call it. That's a very pretty high-end piece of rhodochrosite. And like I said, set in sterling silver. E51, $42. Next up is E52. This is another vintage to antique piece we took apart. I added a pearl on the end here. And this is, I think it's probably a glass pearl. If I remember, it's a glass pearl from Swarovski. In the middle of this, there is amethyst, and that is marcasite. And the marcasite's very sparkly. It's beautiful. Anyway, it's E52 for $32. And with the sterling silver bail. And this is a nice bail. It has a big hole in it. But anyway, very, very pretty, different type of pendant. Next is E53. And this is a very reasonably priced vintage or antique piece of turquoise. It's $32. It's a very deep blue, and as old as this probably is, I can see the Native American stamp on it. As old as this is, and as smooth and blue as this is, it could be Sleeping Beauty, because back when a lot of these vintage pendants or antique pendants were made, Sleeping Beauty was just really there was a lot of it. I can remember I lived down in Arizona in the early 70s, and Sleeping Beauty turquoise was everywhere. That's what most of the jewelry was made out of. And this has that Sleeping Beauty look. Or it's a Kingman without any matrix. But some of this old stuff, they did put a lot of Sleeping Beauty in. So this is $32, and which is really reasonable price for that big piece of turquoise. Next up is E54. It's $32. This is a pretty nice little bib on this piece of turquoise. This piece of turquoise looks very much like that turquoise there, so it's my guess that it might be from the same mine, or this piece of turquoise. These could be, but this is another bail. But anyway, those earrings look pretty close. Those are very pretty. You can see, see if it shows the stamp on the back. Kind of hard to see, but it might have been on a different one. But anyway, pretty nice, lightweight, inexpensive, $32 for vintage to antique sterling silver and turquoise. E54. Next is E55, and this is sterling silver inlay with I'm pretty sure that's probably mother of pearl, but it's very little pieces in there, very sparkly mother of pearl. Really, really pretty. It's E55, and that's $20. Oops. Next up, E56, It's turquoise. It's $38. This is a very high-end piece of turquoise, and I'm not exactly sure where that turquoise is from, but it could easily be from one, and you can see some of the sparkle in there. That you can see the pyrite in there. Could easily be from the Kingman mine or one of the Nevada mines. But anyways, $38, beautiful, beautiful turquoise. Next up is E57. And these are blue sapphire with sterling silver beads. And this blue sapphire is faceted. This is E57. They're only $18, very reasonable price for these earrings. Now this silver here, these beads here are not solid. They're hollow, but they're thick, so they're not so heavy. Now I believe I've got a bracelet to match. If I don't, I can make one. But this faceted sapphire is just gorgeous. Anyway, these are only $18, which is very reasonable. Next up is E58, and this is blue and white topaz. And this was a bracelet that I took apart. Here's the white topaz, the blue topaz, and made it into pieces. It really has a different look with that braided wire around there. And it's $22. Next up is E59. These are polymer clay beads to look kind of like a piece of candy. E59, these are $12, and these are, I forget what you kind of call these type of ear wires. Anyway, I can switch those to the other kind, regular fish hook, but a lot of people like these, so they're interchangeable. So there is $12. Those are really cute, and the little pieces of polymer clay are handmade. This is a vintage antique Boulder turquoise. It's $44. It's number E60. These are really pretty Boulder in there. I'm pretty sure this is Royston, because Royston has a lot of Boulder turquoise, and it's set in a nice thick setting. And again, it is stamped by the maker. And so you can see that Royston running through there, but it's $44, and it's really beautiful. Next up is E61. It's chrome diopside and sterling silver. Chrome diopside is the green, and I believe that comes from Russia. And it's a very unique green and very pretty stone, and that is $12, and it's E61. And by the way, there's no charge for shipping. I think I might have told you that before, but just want to remind you. Okay, this is E62, and this is rare Easter blue turquoise from Nevada. And this is the Easter blue mine is one of the mines that the Addison family mines. Easter blue is very hard to get. I happened to luck out on this, got the Easter blue a number of years ago, and on a special sale at a bead store in Texas, and got a really good deal on it, and then held it for a while, using a little bit at a time, and now it's gotten really rare and really valuable. So it's E62. These are $18, and I love these little sundial type beads there. Those two are hard to find now too, and I just kind of pack-ratted those away so that I have them to use down the road, but it's only $18 for this pair of earrings. Next up is Royston turquoise from Nevada. This is one of the Royston is one of the Ottoson family's mines, and it's $16. It's E63. Again, wanted to remind you that Turquoise Fever is on Amazon Prime. If you want to see the Royston family and their mining shows. They did one season, and we're hoping that they'll do another season now that they've been able to break their contract with the Inspiration Channel. Now we're hoping that maybe like the Discovery Channel or somebody will pick it up. But anyway, these are Royston, and they're really pretty, and this with some nice turquoise, and only $16. E64 is Swarovski crystals and sterling silver, and I have a necklace that I think I showed you on a different show, made out of the same to match these earrings. So just something kind of fun, not heavy, just lightweight, and kind of a springy summer color. So $18, number E64. Next up is E65. It's Nevada Caracal Lake, and it's turquoise with amber, and it's $16. And I believe I showed you in a past show a bracelet that you can wear with this. So, and you know, amber is a very lightweight, different type of bead, usually found in the Baltic Sea. So here it is, $16, number E65. Number E66 is hematite. It's $12, and these have been coated. I have a necklace too, or chain that are made out of this, and maybe a bracelet too. Anyway, I've got other pieces that would match this, but these are just a lightweight $12 kind of fun pendant. So, I mean earrings rather. Next up is another piece of Royston. You can tell I like the Ottoson beads. This is Royston Boulder, and it's from Nevada. It's with copper and sterling silver. It's E67, and it's $14. Next up is E68. This is Spiny Oyster. It's $16, and it's Spiny Oyster in two colors. You've got the orangey color there, and then you've got the purple. And with the purple last time has like white or something else with it. But pretty Spiny Oyster, fun earrings, and I can make bracelet to match. It's $16. Next up is E69. This is Nacasari turquoise from Mexico, and then Wild Horse Stone from Arizona. This is $16. It's E69. The Nacasari turquoise is from the area of Mexico, close, just across the border from Arizona. And you can, sorry about that. They never fail to call when I'm doing this. Anyway, it's from the Nacasari turquoise is from right across the border from Arizona. It's in that area there, and they produce some really beautiful turquoise. And then that's with the Wild Horse Stone. So $16. Number E70 are emeralds. Right there, faceted emeralds, and Swarovski crystals that are Aurora Borealis. So they have a pretty sparkle. And I do have a bracelet to match this. I think I had on a different show. It's $18, number E70. All right. Let's go to the next tray. All right, the next tray is number E71. Well, I got two E71s. Don't ask me how I did that. And two E72s. Well, anyway, E71. And these are old, probably more antique than vintage. And it's from a bracelet that I took apart. And it's blue topaz, which is and you can see how pretty that is. How beautifully faceted that is. This is a nice deep stone. And this is a really high quality bale on here. It's $38. Now I have another pendant, but it's $38. This is number E72. Same stone. It just has a different bale on it. So it's just that turquoise, that blue topaz is gorgeous. Now here are a pair of earrings to match. It's number E72. Well, we got two E72s. And it's $56. And these are just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. You can just see the depth of that topaz if you look inside. And those are Native American made. Next is an opal pendant, and it is also Native American made, and it's really pretty bluish turquoise. Turquoise and purple. It's another E71, and and it's $38. But it's a pretty with a little fan shape around the bottom. And if you like a small pendant, this is a nice one. Next is E73, and this is an agate of some type. I'm not sure what that stone is. It almost looks a little rutilated. Rutilated looks like there's kind of stick-type formations inside there. This is $30, and it's got a beautiful, beautiful design behind it. And again, Native American made. But like I said, I'm not sure what that is, but it does look like it's rutilated. It might even be rutilated quartz. I'm not sure. Next is number E74. This is marcasite, and this is from a bracelet that I took apart. And this is an old bracelet. This is $38, and this is just, can you see the sparkle there? Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful marcasite. Just sparkles everywhere. Make a really striking pendant. Okay, next up is E75, and this goes with earrings. These are light blue topaz, and these are gold filled. So the earrings and the bale and all the metal around it are gold filled, and they're light blue topaz. So nice dainty little earrings and pendants. The earring is E75. The pendant's E75. It's $18. The earrings are E76, and they're $22. And the ear wires too are gold filled. Okay, E77. This is on a clip-on bail, so that you can just clip this over. Either run it through a necklace or open it up and clip it over beads. This is from Turquoise, and I'm pretty sure that this is probably some Kingston turquoise from Arizona. E77, $38. And again, Native American made with the stamp on the back. Yep. All right, next up. Another gold filled, it's number E78. And this is amethyst. It's $24. You can see that amethyst in there. And then there's some probably white amethyst there too. And it is gold filled, all of it. But very pretty. Part of a bracelet I took apart. And just makes a really pretty dainty bracelet. E78, $24. Next up is E79. This is blue and white topaz. It's $20. And I believe that is, yes, the mate. There's one similar to one of the other pendants I had over here. But the pendant, that other pendant's longer. So that's why it was more expensive. This one's shorter. And then there's white topaz in there. E79, $20. Next up is E80, and this is white topaz and gold filled, and I used a bronze bail with it, so it's a bigger hole there, because the gold bails are smaller. But anyway, it's very pretty. Amethyst with white topaz. Very striking. That's a really nice big piece of topaz. $20. All right, next up is E81. And this is another piece of boulder turquoise, similar to the other one I showed you, except it's just a little bit different. It's $44. And it is Native American made. Next up is E82, and this is garnet and sterling silver. It's $25. You can see these little garnets I put on here. This came from some other jewelry that was vintage to antique, and I this got twisted around here, and so I took it apart and then added 3 little pieces of faceted amethyst, which are just gorgeous. And then you get that diamond effect in there. I think there might be some stones in there that are, yeah, you can see them, some stones in there that look like diamonds, but they're actually probably white topaz. $25. And here's something kind of cute. Unique. It's E83, and it is sterling silver and turquoise, and it's a frog. Just a cute frog with a turquoise body, and I'm not sure what kind of turquoise that is. That very easily, with the age of this, could be Sleeping Beauty. But it's $28, again, Native American made. So, you know somebody that likes frogs, that'd make a cute pendant. $28. Next up is E84. This is Native American made with inlay, all these inlay stones. You've got marcasite, turquoise, red coral, lapis, and then the purple stone in there is the stone I can't remember the name of. Anyway, this is just a really pretty, delicate looking pendant. It's $24 and it's E84. And all inlay, all very well done. Next up is E85. This is black onyx and marcasite around the outside. It's forming like a double heart. And the marcasite is really beautiful, sparkly, with the black onyx, and that's $20. And that is also, and I didn't put it on there, but it is vintage to antique. Probably Native American made. No. Next up is number E86. This is yellow and white sapphire, and it's $24. And this is made with, I don't know why I put sterling silver on here. It is made with gold filled. So, and a really pretty yellow sapphire that was part of a bracelet that I took apart. $24. Next up is E87, and these are Swarovski crystals with white gold plating finish on it with a sterling silver bail, but very pretty, just a little something a little different, and it's only $16. Next up is a sterling silver Native American pendant with different symbols on it. This is E88. It's $30, and when you, I guess you don't see it on the back. Anyway, but it's Native American made, and you have all these Native American symbols on here. It's just kind of cool. So, $30. That's a lot of sterling. Next up is number E89. This is hematite, and sterling silver is $34. And this is just really pretty. It's kind of rounded on the top and then faceted around the sides, and then put in a basil cup, which is kind of a different way to cut a stone. So it's just really pretty. It's $34. And here is the pendant to go with it, which is E90. And this is only $20. I don't know why this is so inexpensive, but it's basically the same flat, rounded flat on top of the stone, and then the little facets around the outside, and then some interesting, pretty turquoise, sterling silver around the frame. So anyway, it's $20. That's a really good deal. I might have priced that wrong. So you got a really good deal. Next is E91. It's sterling silver. It's $28. This is a Native American sundial type design, and it's Native American made, but it's just really different, really pretty. So, but I believe that this is like a sundial. There's another name for it, but I can't think of it right now. And the last thing for tonight is number E92, and it is vintage to antique Larimer, Native American made. It was from a bracelet that had all these different shapes in it, and then it took it apart and made it into other things. So it's $36. Very high quality piece of Larimer, and all set in a basil setting, made for each shape of the stone. So it's very organic. So $36, E92. So this is our show for tonight. This is how you reach us if you need to talk with us. or message us through Facebook. We'll be uploading this to YouTube, so it'll be on YouTube also. So have a good weekend, rest of the week. Stay well and stay safe, and enjoy this beautiful weather we're having right now. So thank you very much. Bye-bye.